Myself, I'm R.BHUSHAN. Welcome to ASG IAS. ASG IAS believe in quality, commitment, and success. Planning. This fact I have taken from Edwin E. Bobbitt book. Contingency planning. In this lesson, you learn why you need contingency planning. Contingencies for high priority areas, contingency planning for the scheduling, 5 benefits of contingency planning, and the 7 steps to contingency planning. Why you need contingency planning? Plans deal with what you expect to happen, but no matter how you will plan, the unexpected can and often does take place. Sometimes the unexpected is a favorable event, and other times it may be unfavorable. During Christmas 1996 buying season, demand for the Tickle Me Elmo doll completely eclipsed the manufacturer's expectation. It was certainly a favorable reaction to a new product. Nevertheless, the planned productions was far below the demand, and so for the product was shortly supply. If on the other hand consumers had rejected Elmo, that unfavorable response would probably have left the manufacturers with a huge overruns. In either case, the company would have had to put contingency plans into effect. Contingency is something that is likely but not certain to happen. Contingency means something that is likely but not certain to happen. You can't plan for every contingency. There is no way you can plan for every contingency, but you certainly can plan for the most likely ones. In critical areas, it is a good idea to build into your plans the 3 levels of the projections for key elements and have contingency work out if the most likely scenario does not work out. The 3 projections you should make in critical areas are the most likely what you think will actually happen, the least likely, the worst case you can imagine for what you are projecting, the most optimistic, the best possible scenario you can imagine if everything goes beyond your expectation. Expect the unexpected. Even building in the 3 levels of the possible projection does not always reflect reality, no matter how well you do your research now. How through your SWOT and other analysis, or how well throughout your assumptions unexpected things will happen. So contingencies for high priority areas. Since it is impractical, if it is not possible to build contingency into every area of your plan, you should concentrate only in the one area that are high priority or high sensitive to change. Some of the areas that might apply to your situation include the following: new competition, entering or withdrawing from the market, your projected sales volume is greatly under or over projection, profits are off target, new technology appears, disasters such as floods, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, and other acts of nature, other disasters such as computer breakdown, strike, hostile takeover, and so on, changing government regulations, an ounce of the prevention. Milton Roshino Jr. in his book Successful Project Management said contingency can be thought as the antidote of risk. Contingency for scheduling. Contingency for scheduling. Scheduling is a major area where contingency planning must be used. What happens if a supplier does not deliver a key part on time, or approval needed from another functional area within your organization is not given a priorities? What will you do? Think it over beforehand and have alternative plans available to put into actions. While writing this lesson, I heard and read about America Online's problem in meeting huge demands by subscriber after the companies offered a flat monthly fee with no time restrictions. Would this plan have been so severe if AOL had thought out the scheduling for integrating new customer into the system? I think not. They might have saved a major problem from the developing if they had scheduled the phase in of anticipated new customer and had contingency for the best possible result to their new pricing strategy. Now they have to play a catch up. 2 heads are better than 1. 2 heads are better than 1. 2 heads are better than 1 because you have to rely on other outside, and within our organization it is wise to insist that those who interact with develop contingency too. Here are just a few scheduling scenario that should have built-in contingency. It is based on the Rules no scheduling and the cost contingency list. Your computer system goes down at a critical time or in the middle of a major project. Your supplier can't deliver on time. You can't deliver on time. The powers that be shift to a power higher priority. The government issue new regulations. You have faced with a strike, an act of closer you down. A major fault shows up in your product and services. Vacations or illness after scheduling. There is a poor communication. There is a lack of approval for various functional areas within the organization on time. 5 benefits of contingency planning. In case it's not yet obvious why you should do contingency planning, here are 5 benefits the process ensures. Number one, it makes everyone in your organization aware of how unpredictable the future can be. Two, it helps train associates not to think in absolute. Third, if you expect the unexpected, you are less likely to panic and are more likely to react strategically. Four, it puts you in a position to take advantage of unexpected opportunities. And fifth is it prepares you to react potential threats that become reality. 7 steps to contingency planning. 7 steps to contingency planning. As I said before, you can't have contingency plan for everything. However, you need to build into your plans contingency for major areas. Here are some 7 steps that will help you. Number 1, look over your opportunity and threats from your SWOT analysis and determine which will you have a major impact if they were to happen. Second, use up opportunities. Use up opportunities and threat to indicate where you need contingency planning. Third, establish a set of signs to watch for and to trigger planned restrictions. Fourth, estimate the benefit of a harm that can happen to certain event that take place. This helps you to determine the major area in which establish a contingency plan. Fifth, be sure that whatever contingency plans you develop are true to your vision and mission. 6. Set up ways of monitoring for the unexpected. 7. Develop actions plans for key events that may occur. Don't delay. Don't delay. You had better start worrying and then start planning. If you don't know what you would do if something had happened, it means you have not done anything about contingency event. Thank you.